If you've ever dreamed of writing a military thriller but don't know where to start, this course is for you. From crafting gripping action scenes to developing authentic characters and guiding you all the way to publishing, this step-by-step program has everything new writers need to turn their story into a bestseller. Ready to unleash your inner author? Check out the Military Thriller Writing course sponsored by Book Central today and take the first mission toward your publishing success. Military thriller writing sits at the crossroads of suspense, precision, and emotional intensity. It's the kind of storytelling that keeps readers turning pages, because every scene feels urgent, every decision matters, and every character could be one wrong move away from disaster. If you've ever wanted to write a military thriller that feels authentic and cinematic, the key is balancing realism with momentum. You need the discipline of military detail, the energy of action, and the depth that makes readers care about what happens next. The first thing to understand in military thriller writing is that authenticity builds trust. Readers may not be veterans or military experts, but they can tell when a story feels researched and grounded. That doesn't mean you need to overwhelm the page with jargon or technical explanations. In fact, the best approach is often selective detail. Use the right terminology when it matters, but keep the focus on what the character notices in the moment. A soldier under pressure won't pause to explain every weapon or rank. They'll react to sound, movement, danger, and instinct. That perspective makes the story feel immediate and believable. Action scenes are another crucial part of the genre, and they work best when they do more than simply deliver explosions and gunfire. A strong action scene should reveal character, raise stakes, and push the plot forward. Think about what each moment means, not just what happens physically. Who is hesitating? Who is improvising? Who is making a sacrifice? The most memorable scenes are often the ones where the reader understands exactly what is at risk. Short, sharp sentences can help create urgency, but pacing matters too. Too much speed can flatten the tension, while well-placed pauses can make the next burst of action hit harder. Building authentic military characters is just as important as writing convincing combat. Military thriller writing becomes powerful when the characters feel like real people first and uniforms second. They should have goals, fears, flaws, humor, and private conflicts. A great military character is not defined only by toughness. Maybe they carry guilt from a past mission. Maybe they struggle with authority. Maybe they are deeply loyal, but hiding a personal weakness. Those layers create emotional texture and keep the character from becoming a stereotype. Readers connect when they see the human cost behind the mission. Thriller fiction techniques also play a huge role in keeping the story alive. Suspense depends on questions, and every chapter should leave the reader wanting more. That might mean ending scenes on a reveal, a threat, or a difficult choice. It also means controlling information carefully. Give readers enough to stay oriented, but not enough to feel safe. Foreshadowing, time pressure, and alternating points of tension can all strengthen the narrative. In a military thriller, the external danger is obvious. But the best stories also create internal pressure. Loyalty versus duty, mission versus morality, survival versus sacrifice. At its best, military thriller writing delivers more than action. It creates a world where strategy, courage, and consequence collide. When you combine authenticity, strong pacing, and deeply human characters, you give readers a story that feels both thrilling and real. That's the sweet spot of the genre. High stakes on the outside, emotional truth on the inside. And that's what keeps a military thriller unforgettable long after the final page.